Hey everybody, and welcome back to our Bloodborne Kirkhammer playthrough. Should be episode number 9, I do believe. As I mentioned in the last playthrough, if you're looking for the episode where I go and get the doll set and defeat Vicar Amelia, doesn't exist, unfortunately. An update to the NVIDIA graphics card drivers caused Shadowplay to be turned off, and I didn't notice that until after I finished the entire episode of that. Or the playthrough episode. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. It happens. It sucks. But, you know, what are you going to do about it? Let's go to the Cathedral Ward, and now we're going to head to the Forbidden Woods, which I oftentimes confuse with the Himwick Charnel Lane. Oh, for those that don't know, I guess I got distracted and didn't finish talking about Vicar Amelia, and that sometimes happens in these playthroughs. I know it drives you guys nuts when I get distracted. I'm talking about something, you want to hear my thoughts, and then I get off the subject. Please comment below if I got off subject and never got back to it, and I'll try to get to it in the next episode or one of the next episodes. Remember, guys, by the time you see this, I already have several more episodes uploaded and ready to go. They're just scheduled for future release. So, for example, I can upload a video today and schedule it for a week from today to release. And that's an awesome feature in YouTube that, you know, I recommended to YouTube a long time ago. Oh, that's what distracted me. I was talking about what I had recommended to YouTube as a point of distraction. So, what I was saying about Vicar Amelia and why I don't like that fight is pretty simple. Basically, it's not only the screaming that she does, which we covered, but it's also the design. Like I said, aesthetically, yeah, she looks great in my opinion. I like her design as a boss. However, the problem I run into is that the cloth physics on her, especially around her back, cause your view to be completely obstructed constantly. It obscures the camera and makes it difficult to near impossible to tell what's going on, you know, where attacks are coming from. It just obscures your view, and that's not a good thing, ever. You know, you want to be able to see what's going on, and so you're constantly fighting to try to keep your camera out from behind her cloth, and that's a struggle. And then when she moves and jumps on top of you, the cloth will just completely obscure your view again, and it becomes a problem throughout the fight, regardless of how much you move the camera. Also, the camera will clip against the wall. So when that happens, you know, clipping means basically, for example, like right here, see how the camera stops? Now the camera will come, let me show you another example. The camera comes out this far, but watch how closely it zooms in when it collides with the wall. Boom! See how it collides with the wall right there? Once it collides with the wall, it stops. It doesn't go through the wall. It kind of moves so that it positions itself closer to your character, so you can see, you know, your character more up close if you want to. That's not the purpose of the collision. That happens in the boss room with Vicar Amelia. But between the wall and your view is the cloth hanging on the wall. The cloth hanging on the wall will completely obstruct your view of what's going on. So again, it's another case of camera obstruction. And on top of that, something I've already discussed is that she flails wildly while screaming. Screaming's annoying. The flailing will get you killed. Ouch. You suck, dude. Why do you gotta be like that? Yeah, I love it when the game doesn't respond to your... Yeah, that's really cheap. That is really cheap. That is really cheap. The reach on that, it's just really cheap. But sometimes the game just doesn't respond to when you press the circle button. It doesn't dash for whatever reason. I think it's just part of that little tiny bit of input lag that the game has. And that's something I never factor in. I assume that the game will respond the moment I input my input, not afterwards, not based on some other factors of queuing up the attack or queuing up the move for a later date. And yeah, it's a huge issue, and some people are like, I don't notice it, it doesn't happen to me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Happens to everyone. I guarantee you. Hello? Yeah, see right there? Despite having my camera, despite pushing backward, it would not let me dash backward. It kept trying to dash forward. Another limitation of the game's dashing system, which has a lot of little issues that pop up. Everyone has the same issues. They don't change from Bloodborne game to Bloodborne game. You didn't get a different version of the game. It's in every version of the game that exists so far. And your console's not any different than anyone else's. It has the same frame rate issues as everyone else's. I don't have frame rate issues. Yes, you do, stupid. I'm sorry. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. If you say you don't have frame rate issues, you're just being an idiot. I'm sorry. If you can't tell, I don't know what to tell you. Just enjoy your blissful ignorance. That's all I gotta tell you, man. But don't be insulting and be like, I don't have frame rate issues. Yes, you do. Every single version of Bloodborne on every single PlayStation 4 console has frame rate issues. Guaranteed. Doesn't change. So that's that. Anyway, now that we've gotten beyond that stupidity, let's get back to what we're doing here. So the Vicar-Amelia fight is just not very good from several different standpoints. It's got a lot of little issues with it. Significant issues too, like obscuring your view is not okay. Obscuring your view in 2 different ways is definitely not okay. So, you know, your view is obscured twice over. Not only the cloth against the wall obscuring the camera when the camera collides against the wall, but also the cloth all over Vicar-Amelia herself. And then, of course, like I said, flailing attacks, just not a fan. The wild flailing in this game can be ridiculous because oftentimes, like, sometimes you have bosses like Ebrietus or Ebrietus, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, where that thing has just these tentacles all over the place, and it's, you know, there are cases where, like Amygdala, you can't tell what is going to hit you and what is just aesthetically a tentacle that's waving around in the wind or whatever. Kind of like the final secret boss of the game has all these tentacles just floating all over the place, and it obscures your view. It makes it difficult to tell what's going to hit you and what's not. I mean, aesthetically, yes, it makes sense. It looks cool. But from the standpoint of combat, you can't have the boss have all these tentacles floating all over the place and then have the boss be one of these wild, quick, fast-moving, flailing beasts that just flails all over the place wildly, because then you can't tell exactly whether it's a tentacle that's going to hit you or an arm, or if the tentacle is just a visual thing. It's just absurd. It's just absurd. And that's something I guess FromSoft didn't realize. Maybe nobody told. Nice. Right straight to the face. Smashed me right in the face. I love it. You punk. Now this area right here, I'm telling you guys, this area can have so many little tangent areas. It's hard for me to figure out exactly where everything is. There's so many different little routes and corners and nooks and crannies. And notice I actually fired off a shot. You can hear the shot fire off, but it doesn't do anything. That's an issue too. Major issues with the timings of interrupts and attacks. They don't always function properly. And in a game so dependent on very twitchy reflexes, fast timing, to have those kind of errors, to have those kind of glitches and timing mistakes is unforgivable. So it's not okay. It's just not okay. And they knew that. There's no way people at FromSoft haven't played through this game and realized how messed up a lot of the timings are. Interrupt, get hit. Interrupt, get hit. Interrupt, get hit. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But then again, that's kind of the Dark Souls 2 style design. That's that Tanimura level stuff there. Get it to the point of absurdity, then push it beyond that to the point of absurdity, of beyond unreasonable. Like the Chalice Dungeons. The Chalice Dungeons are just... Here's the point at which it becomes absurd. Here's the point at which it becomes absurdly, unreasonably ridiculous. And we're going to push it beyond that. Because that's just what we do. Come on, FromSoft. You guys are better than that. That's stupid. That is just such terrible design. It's lazy. It's lame. Anybody could do that. Anybody could just throw a lot of tough enemies in the same spot and then give them tons of health and then cut your health in half. Anybody can do that. There is nothing about that requires any level of skill or experience in game development. In fact, quite the opposite. That's, like I said before, that's kind of the thing that you would expect a completely unskilled amateur modder to do if you gave them a sort of a creation engine. If you let them sort of create their own level, they would just take the same tough enemy and put like a dozen in the same room and then have an effect that halves your health, and then they would just kind of laugh as the player dies. Because, I mean, that's what a modder would do, like, who doesn't know what they're doing. That's just bad design. But here we have FromSoft actually doing it. FromSoft doing it, and Miyazaki in charge of it. So, yeah, we've long since learned that Miyazaki is not the gaming development god that we thought he was. He's quite the fallible human being, and he produced a work which is very, very good, and I do enjoy Bloodborne. I really, really like it. but it's a deeply flawed game in many ways, and not in the same ways that Dark Souls is. I mean, I'm talking about, like, the core mechanics of this game have problems. I don't want to get shot again. Don't shoot me. Let's switch it up to the faster swinging longsword. Oops. Man, I never seem to run out of Quicksilver bullets. I tell you, I got maximum Quicksilver bullets, that's for sure. Still getting Twin Bloodstone, which I don't need at the moment. I need Bloodstone chunks. Oh, I actually dodged that. You guys saw me dodge that. So that was lame. I got hit right in the middle of the iframes. Alright. And I'm surprised I actually fell for that. I totally knew that was there. That was so stupid of me. I keep falling for that every single time, and you know, ever since the first playthrough, I've known it was there. I love it. The dog runs into the fire and kills himself. Hey, you know what? Sometimes life's hard. Dog just gave up. There we go. Okay. You gotta be careful here, because if you do get hit by that dude throwing the oil urns, the last thing you want is to bump into one of these bonfires, or get hit by one of these torch dudes. Gosh darn it. See, the game would not obey my dash command. I pointed in a different direction, but the game didn't actually let me dash in the direction I was pushing my analog stick. Which is not uncommon. Oh, come on. Can you add any more to this, guys? I got a better idea, FromSoft. Why don't we have 6 guys throwing oil urns at you, 7 dudes with torches, 15 bonfires in the way, then have a trap spring out, and then have a dude with a flamethrower. How's that sound? And then 6 dogs. 6 dogs attack you all at the same time. Because difficulty, FromSoft. Because difficulty. Yeah, FromSoft loses sight of the whole idea of having a good balanced game that's fun, and they start falling into this mindset of, we're known for difficult games, so we must make difficult for difficulty. And then they go way overboard and lose complete sight of any reasonableness or fun, and the game becomes so unreasonable that it's actually not fun. Like the Chalice Dungeons, who finds the later Chalice Dungeons fun? Let's be honest, virtually nobody. They're an annoying frustration that you have to endure in order to get upgrade materials to continually upgrade your weapons, if you want to upgrade more than one weapon. It's such a frustration. And it ought not to be that way. It ought not to be that way. Why do you gotta make it that way, FromSoft? Why you gotta be like that? And then the corpse kind of like twitching randomly, just don't do that. Come on, I think that's stuff that's moving. I think it's stuff that's alive. And it's not. But as much as I do point out the flaws, and I do that for a couple reasons, not because I dislike the game. That's something that a lot of less perceptive people, or honestly, let's just be honest, that's something some of the dumber people out there will do, is if you criticize them, oh, you hate it, you must hate it because you said something negative. That's kind of a dumb thing that people do that are less intelligent. Intelligent person will realize that you can critique something and like it at the same time. You can like something and realize that it's imperfect. You know, you don't have to have these extremes of, oh my gosh, it's the most perfect game ever, or oh my gosh, it sucks, it's terrible. I mean, guys, there's more to the life than that. There's more to life than it sucks and it's terrible. There are options in between. You know, and that's the thing, like, so many of my fellow Americans, I sound like a president, fellow Americans, we get into this mindset, and it's terrible, where people talk about things in terms of love and hate, awesome and sucks. It's like, hey, you want to go to this burger joint over here? No, man, their burgers suck, man, their burgers suck. Let's go over here, their burgers are the best. I'm like, okay, so wait a minute. These 2 burger places, one has burgers that absolutely suck, and the other one has burgers that are, quote, the best. So we just happen in our little town here, or wherever we are, we just happen to have one place that has the worst burgers in the world and one place that has the best burgers in the world. I don't think so. I think you're being hyperbolic. And people speaking so much hyperbole, and oh, I totally forgot that that was there. You got me from soft. You got me with your ravens. Antidote. Antidote. Wouldn't that be a great name for a girl? No, it wouldn't actually, guys. Don't name your daughter Antidote. Please don't. Fox said that Antidote would be a good name for a girl. Alright. I would just like you to know that you're dead. Let's use all the blood vials we can for the moment. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. Because now we're at max, and we're going to keep maxing out. And stuff is going to keep dropping them. Twin bloodstone shards, where are my chunks at, guys? Give me my chunks. I like a chunky. I prefer almond joy to mounds, guys. Give me the chunks. Alright. So yeah, we were talking about people speaking in hyperbole and exaggeration of everything either sucks or it's the best. And we lose sense of that middle ground. Like you'll notice a lot of reviews on Steam or on any service. People tend to be like, oh, it's a 9, it's a 10, or it's a 1, it's a 0. And it's like, look, just because you dislike one aspect of a game does not make the game a 0. I'm sorry, it doesn't. You're frustrated about one thing in the game. I totally understand that. Like the Mass Effect 3 ending. Yes, the ending sucked, the original ending. It was a complete betrayal of what they told us. They lied. They didn't follow through with their promises. But it doesn't make the whole game a 1 or 0. I mean, it doesn't, guys. It's just the ending. Yes, it's significant. Yes, it matters. But you can't justify scoring the game a 0 over that one thing. So that's unreasonable. That's hyperbole and exaggeration. And that's what a lot of people tend to do. There's no middle ground. So when I do complain about something, I may complain about a certain aspect. I don't think I've ever talked to this guy. Tonsil stone. Interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten that before. Is it in here? No. So it's probably used for a chalice, maybe? A lattice deformed rock. It appears useless, but possesses some old gravitational force that prevents its riddance. A dubious soul once said, step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Interesting. Well, this will give me something, maybe, somewhere that I haven't gotten before. Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient shrouded church. Whatever, I'll just look it up online. Not gonna follow your cryptic advice. Yeah, I don't think I've ever come up this way. I don't remember these cages with dogs in them. So this is kind of a new area, like a new little corner of an area. Anyway, yes, we need to be more reasonable than these extremes. And that's why I have so many people on my videos post such stupid comments. I mean, I'm just to be honest, they're so stupid sometimes, some of them. Because people are like, oh, I can't believe you did this, or you think this, and I'm like, guys, have you ever heard of nuance? Have you ever heard of details and specifics? You know, argumentation and debate, that it's more than just love, hate, good, bad, yes, no, black, white. You know, these extremes. Life is not just a series of extremes. Come on, give me a break, jeez. Oh, I hate that so much. That's so frustrating. Alright, that's what happens when you have a game with no poise. Come here, buddy. I got something for you. Spam, that's what I got for you. Operate device. Does it close that? Why would I want to close that? I don't want to close that. I want to open. You don't want to close doors, you want to open them. Blue elixir, which I never, ever use, like most consumables. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this little portion. Okay. Hey there, sniper dude. I need some health vials. Or blood vials, rather. So one thing I feel that I can do, and people should be able to do, is to emphasize how terrible one aspect of a game is, without treating the entirety of the game as if it's terrible. Yes, the original ending for Mass Effect 3 was just awful. It was just a complete betrayal of the series and the promises we were given. It didn't really bring closure. It had so many elements to it that just didn't fit the rest of the game. But at the same time, that doesn't, like I said, that doesn't make the entire game a complete failure from start to finish. It doesn't earn the entire game a 1 or a 0 on a scale. You just can't justify giving it a 1 just for the ending. So many twin bloodstone shards. Hey guys, I already farmed those. I'm good on those. Wow, look at all these twin bloodstone shards. Dang, that's a lot. Well, if you weren't fully upgraded by now, you are at this point, obviously. Is that sort of a shortcut? I guess it is kind of a shortcut. It is kind of a shortcut, sort of. It just quickly allows you to run around the swamp. Oh, I already knew about this, that's right. Not terribly useful, since you can kind of just run through the swamp and with an additional maybe 20 seconds of time, so it's not that important of a shortcut. Let's get to Mr. Sniper. Always want to get rid of the snipers. And there goes his body. Oh, shoot. Fell down. No biggie. I didn't fall too far. So yes, there are aspects of Bloodborne that can drive me crazy. Even though I like the game as a whole, yeah, there are several aspects of Bloodborne that are just absolutely ridiculous and beyond I mean, I can't even begin to explain how absurd some aspects of this game are. Like some of the Chalice dungeons, it's like, what were they thinking? I mean, did they even test it? Did they look at it? Did anybody from FromSoft give a second thought to how stupid they were? I guess not. I mean, I guess they just like, okay, yeah, seriously, it's like they just completely went blank and acted like complete morons when they made some of those dungeons. Alright, let's pop this blood vial and go pick up some of those other blood vials that are over here that we weren't able to pick up, which are, I guess, in a different building, maybe? Oh yeah, it's the guy that's shooting off that, gosh darn it. I love how you get caught on little tiny pieces of geography. Blood vial, there we go. Okay, we're maxed out again. I think this is the guy shooting off the cannon. Yeah, it is. I just want to make sure I'm not within range of that when he fires it. Alright, let's charge. How to charge a stationary cannon. Run straight towards it. Success. Then let's fire it off once for ourselves. Yeah. Boom. Yo, what? What did he say? He'll mess up my grave? Alright, go do it. I don't know what he said. I wanted to have this playthrough be the first one where I have a topic for each episode, but I kind of got... Oh my gosh, that's so ridiculous. That was... I mean, look at that damage. That's absurd. I mean, it was like friggin' 90% of my health. Well, it's more like 80%, but still, I mean, come on. And that phased right through him. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Oh, shoot. Weapon at risk. What? How did my weapon get at risk? I've never had a weapon become at risk before. I don't accept that. I'm screwed. I don't have another weapon. I've got the saw cleaver. And it's +1. Oh no, I can't use that. I can't use the +1 saw cleaver. Yeah, but anyway, I guess I can get a shortcut back. Right here. Perfect. Who's that? Oh, it's Mr. Snakehead. Mr. Snakehead. Come here, Mr. Snakehead. I got something for you. I love how, like, he's behind me. I'm behind him, and his head's about to explode, but he still has the ability to turn around to circumvent my backstab. What a punk. Are you stuck there? These guys can have absurd reach, absurd damage, just... Oh, come on now. Oh, look at that. That is so stupid. From full health to nothing in pretty much one shot. So stupid. Welcome to Bloodborne. The game of stark contrasts. Just some amazing segments that make you go, oh, this game is awesome, I love it. And then some segments like that where they just throw in absolute garbage. And then you realize they're just running out of ideas. They don't know what to do anymore. Let's have this snake-headed dude hit him with this multi-hit attack that staggers him and does like massive amounts of damage all at the same time. That's a great idea. Should we make it reasonable? Nah, let's not make it reasonable. Let's make it totally unreasonable. That's a great idea. Alright, thank you, Tanimura. Go back to crapping out Dark Souls 2. I think maybe the reason this game isn't as bad as it could be is Tanimura was too busy crapping out a 4th DLC for Dark Souls 2. Gotta run past it all. There's no way I'm gonna take my time on this again. No way I'm gonna take all that time to run around again. There's probably a little shortcut somewhere that I missed, but whatever. I'm gonna take this one. Save us a few seconds. I died so close. See, putting that guy so close to the shortcut right before you open the shortcut. I mean, come on, FromSoft. That is so cheap. That is not cool. That's not cool. There's nothing fun about that. That's just frustrating and aggravating. Seriously. Oh my! It looks like my weapon is broken. It's not doing any damage. I mean, jeez, really? Why you gotta be like that, FromSoft? And you, why you gotta follow me? Get out of here. I don't need you here. Must make sure I'm going the right way. Wrong way. This way. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. We still gotta wait for this thing to come up, I believe. Yes, we do. Go, 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 go. Oh, not operational. What the heck is that about? It wasn't what I thought it was. Yeah, we're gonna skip Mr. Snakehead. Since we have, I believe, practically a broken weapon at this point. A first for me in any playthrough of Dark Souls, of Bloodborne. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Aha! And we got a message from Mr. Nowitzki. Alright, now we'll head back and fix this thing. There we go. See? Running through is sometimes the easiest way to get through this game. Well, you have to know where you're going, obviously. You can't run through a segment if you don't know where you're going. Today's drink of choice is the same thing as the last episode. It's Japanese green tea from Itoen, the pet bottle version, which is, you know, your bottled green tea. Oh yeah. No sugar or calories, brewed from premium whole tea leaves, not tea concentrates or powders, and no added colors or flavors. Works for me. Can't complain about that, can you now? Let's go fix this thing. Let's see if we got anything better. Repair. 820, dang. Blood gem fortification. Any better gems that oh, hang on. Yep, that's worth it. That, no. That, no. And that's probably it. Oh, hang on. You know what? Would that be worth it? Lose 7 on the physical and blunt and gain 12 on the thrust. Well, no, considering how often I use the hammer. Yeah, I use the hammer more than I do the actual longsword whenever possible. How come I can't... Oh, you know what? I can upgrade the blunderbuss the rest of the way. I just need some echoes to do it. Let's do that. And I need more echoes. That wasn't enough. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Okay, got that to +6. Cool beans. Okay. Back to the Forbidden Woods. That's not it. Back to the Forbidden Woods. That's it. Okay. I'm going to flip through and see what are we doing after the Forbidden Woods. According to the guide, what does the guide tell us to do? What does the guide say? Man, there's a lot of Forbidden Woods. There's a lot of Forbidden Woods. Yosefka's Clinic. I pretty much skip that every time I go through one of my playthroughs, so this will be one of the first times I actually get to the clinic. Well, I had been there in my first playthrough, but that was at the end of that playthrough. Yeah, this game can really throw some crap at you. No question about it. And for those that question that, I would direct you to a German spy. A lot of people will take his word over mine, which is fine. I mean, people respect him, and I understand that. So I would go check out his series where he talks very, very plainly and very openly about his opposition to the absurdity of some of the lower chalice dungeons or higher level or more difficult chalice dungeons. He doesn't mince words about it, and I respect that. I respect that a lot, especially considering how he worked on the guide and has a little bit more of a connection to FromSoft. But he didn't go easy on them. He very clearly spelled out how badly he thinks those dungeons are designed. And I agree with him entirely, wholeheartedly, without question. Some of those dungeons, the lower level ones, the ones that as you get deeper, are just stupidly stupid. Just stupidly, absurdly stupid. Like I said, there's just no way to describe how dumb they are unless you try them yourself. Well, I guess you could watch a YouTube video of them and then realize they're stupid. You know, I'm so tempted in this area to just run straight through because, you know, I kind of just want to get through this area and avoid all the Mr. Snakeheads. Mr. Snakehead. Where's the map? Where's the map with the highlighted yellow objective markers? You know what? I normally don't see that thing move. Normally it stays still. That's interesting. Oh, come on. And I get hit by the fire, of course. Why not? Bloodstone Shard. Well, that's way beyond useless at this point. I guess, you know, they're not totally useless if you want to upgrade a whole bunch of other weapons other than your primary. But by now you've clearly used, you know, all the weapons you're going to use for, or all the upgrade materials you're going to use to get the +6. I can't believe I survived that. And I can't believe that didn't work. What's the deal with that? Oh shoot! He's coming for me. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Gotcha. Murky Blood Gemstone. Murky Blood Gemstone. I'll take it. I don't know what it does, but I'll take it. Probably some sort of poison effect. Knowing that I got it from serpents. Is it a snake or is it a serpent? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that one up. It's both, I think. Where do I go? What do I do? Who do I talk to? Who can I trust? Why am I following this guy so slowly? Because I want to backstab him, but he's getting away from me. Oh, wow. Goodbye. Okay, you guys better get out of here. Nobody invited you guys to the party. Oh, I didn't realize you were still alive, Mr. Near Stunlocking. Alright. Takes care of that. Snakes don't like hammers. Hello? Oh, stuck on a fence. You can also hear the boars, which are... You know, I used to think the boars were an extremely difficult enemy. They are if they start charging at you, because they can knock you over and do this, like, double hit that you simply can't avoid. If you get hit by the first hit, you're dead. That's it. They're just going to double hit you. You know, in their stampede. I mean, you can't dodge it once you're hit. But actually, the best strategy is to run up on the boar and then tackle it head first. You know? Like, get behind it and back and butt stab. That's a great tactic. I can't remember if I swapped out... Did I swap out that rune? Let's see. More blood echoes from visceral attacks. I did. Okay. Hello? Which way to the boss? Can anyone direct me to the boss? Hello? Anybody here? It's so barren and empty. Let's go this way. Wait, hang on. Gosh darn it, I hate when I hit that button. It's too easy to hit the triggers on this button, which are your L2, R2. Yeah, it's too easy for me to get turned around down here. Let's try going this way. And I'm also not using the guide fully. I'm just using it as a sort of skeleton format for where we go. We kind of follow the basic outline of the guide, but I'm not like flipping through each page and reading each paragraph onto how to get through every single area and tactics and all that. Oh, hello there, boar. Why don't you go burn yourself in that bonfire there? Or me. Yep. Who wants roast pig? He died right on the bonfire. It's a roast. So there's a couple more shortcuts to unlock here in order to have the shortest possible route to the boss. This boss isn't too tough. I've never really had much trouble with it, but I've seen other people struggle with this boss. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I guess it makes sense in some way. Notice how quickly he turns so that you can't backstab. Just adding insult to injury with this enemy. Yeah, I more than dodged that. I dodged way before that hit me. But whatever, you know. We're used to that by now. And that's how that's done. Let's make sure we've got, I think... darn it, I'm kind of wondering if I forgot a shortcut up there. Was there another shortcut to open before this one? I don't know why. I get the feeling there is, or there was at least. Oh well. Well, usually I don't die to the Shadows of Yharnam, so we'll try it and hope for the best. I go after the fastest moving katana dude first, and then take it from there. Oh shoot, this is it. Didn't even realize that. I just kind of wandered into it. Wonder if there's anything that would be helpful here. Maybe some bolt paper? Oh shoot. Okay, I love how it curved around that stone right there. No, that's... yeah, nice try, game. Wow, that's doing, like, nothing. What the heck? I'm surprised at how little that's doing. What the heck? My lock-on switched halfway through my R2. What's up with this game's lock-on sometimes? What the heck? It broke again. Lock-on just decides to cancel randomly. Oh, did you want that lock-on? Yeah, I kind of did want that lock-on. I was kind of depending on it before you stole it from me. Whew, these guys are tougher than I remember. Got him, got him, got him. Okay. We're going to transition this into the other mode here if I'm not careful. Yep, there we go. Go, 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 go. One, two, and... oh, come on. There we go. Ah, shoot. That was dangerous. Don't know why I did that. Got him. Well, come on over here. Oh, you can't parry that or interrupt that. That's right. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing over there? Get over here. Actually, that might not be a bad spot. Except he's come around the corner already, so now. Come here, come here. Come hit me with your katana so I can interrupt you. Don't be like that. Don't be hanging back there. Oh, shoot. Not even close. He will not come at me with that katana, will he? There we go. Okay, now we gotta get on this guy. We gotta get on him. We gotta get on him. Shoot. No, 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 no. There you go. Not quite easy mode, but that was unnecessarily complicated. I think I made that harder than it needed to be. Alright. Well, guys, that's it for this episode. When next we meet, we'll go back, level up, use our souls, do whatever we got to do, and keep moving onward. So I will see you guys for the next episode of Bloodborne Kirkhammer Playthru. Later, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm Fox with Foxeo Plays. Make sure to subscribe to me here at Foxeo Plays and also at FoxeoGames, my main channel. You can click the FoxeoGames icon at the bottom. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. That's where I love to keep up with people. There's also a Facebook if you'd like to do that. There's also a Twitch.tv. Links are all in the description. And if you want to see more of my content, there's 2 videos here you can click on. They're both awesome, so try them both out. I'll see you guys next time.